War has always been part of human history. From ancient tribal conflicts to massive global wars, battles have shaped the rise and fall of empires, redrawn maps, and left behind stories of bravery, horror, and loss. Some wars stand out, not just for their scale, but for how shocking, strange, or tragic they were. Let's start with one of the most brutal and underestimated campaigns of all time, the Mongol Conquests. Led by Genghis Khan, the Mongols didn't just conquer territory, they left entire civilizations in ruins. Their army moved faster than anyone had seen before, riding across mountains and deserts, destroying massive cities in days. Over 40 million people died during their conquests, more than the population of some entire countries today. The Mongols used fear as a weapon, often massacring entire populations to send a message: surrender or face total destruction. Fast forward to the early 20th century, the outbreak of World War I. It began with the assassination of Archduke Franz Ferdinand in 1914, but spiraled into a global conflict involving dozens of countries. World War I introduced trench warfare, chemical weapons, leading to over 17 million deaths. Despite the cost, World War I didn't solve anything, planting the seeds for an even more devastating war. The 100 Years' War between England and France lasted over a century, from 1337 to 1453. This conflict saw shifting alliances, brutal sieges, and figures like Joan of Arc, who led the French to victories against all odds. The 100 Years' War transformed cultures and reshaped both nations, proving that long wars exhaust armies and nations alike. One of the most controversial wars in modern history is the Vietnam War. This conflict wasn't just fought in jungles, it was fought on television screens. Civilians saw the brutal reality while sitting at home. Despite being advanced, the US struggled against a determined force. Vietnam showed that technology doesn't guarantee victory, especially when public opinion turns against the war. World War II, the largest conflict in history, began with Nazi Germany's invasion of Poland. It spread across continents and introduced horrors like the Holocaust and the bombing of cities. Over 70 million people died. However, World War II also saw moments of unity and resistance, like D-Day and the breaking of the Enigma Code. War isn't just about numbers. It's about people. Families separated, cities destroyed, lives changed. These wars teach us that ambition, greed, and fear can drive nations to destruction. Resilience, unity, and human spirit can survive even the darkest times. History repeats itself when we forget it. Remembering these wars and understanding them isn't just about looking back, it's about protecting the future. Which of these wars surprised you the most? Share your thoughts and reflect on the lessons they hold for today's world.